Welcome to the world of colors. I'm Colors. Today we're going to do a craft show gnome. I'm doing a couple of Christmas craft shows coming up, and I'm making these little gnomes for it. And I thought I'd show you how I'm doing that and where you can get the supplies. So this is a little gnome. He's filled with poly pellets, so he feels really neat and sits really nice. Really cute colors. I've got them on all these different colors here. And I'll tell you how you can get these socks. I'm calling crazy socks. All different colors. And I did my best to set up that I want them all to be different colored furs and different colored pom-poms and make them go together but be their own colors. So that's how they look. That's how they're going to look at my craft show. And I did all 10 of them. I had to order 2 boxes of the socks on Amazon. They come like this in a pink box for $9.98. So you can't beat that. And I'll tell you more about how to get those. And this is my last pair of socks. I've made all these up, and I wanted to make my last pair on video. So it takes a pair of socks to make him, and it takes a pom-pom and 4 rubber bands, some paper ribbon, 3 1-inch balls. You can use styrofoam if you want to. I've got wood here. I'm going to use 4 pieces of the 1-ply jute, and I'm going to use 2 3-inch long by 1/2 inch wide pieces of faux fur for this girl gnome that I'm making, and some polyester fiber fill and some poly pellets from Joann's. Way more than this. They come like this from Joann's. I think they're about $25. I'm trying to remember, and then you use a 50% off coupon on them. You get a really good deal on this, and it lasts a long time. So that's where you get those. The faux fur that I'm using, I have it in many colors, and I've been getting it from a company called Texco, Texco, on Amazon. And the paper ribbon, I get a whole bunch of colors in a package for like $7 on Amazon, paper ribbon. And I told you about the poly pellets. And then the socks, if you look under winter wool socks, athletic women, $9.98. The color is multicolor 11. And the wood balls you can get on Amazon. If you look up 1-inch wood balls, you can get those on Amazon for about $14.98, 30 of them. So that'll get you enough gnomes made for a craft show. So I'm going to take a break for a moment, and I'll be right back with you, and we'll get started. You want to take your pair of socks and lay them on top of each other. Make sure all the stripes line up together good. And then you want to cut off the top part. Just go right along this line here and cut that off. You're going through both socks. I kind of curve right there. So you have these 2 top pieces of the sock, and then we want to cut the heel right off here. We're just going along here like that. And we're not going to use these. We're going to toss those. And I'll be right back with you. So this one piece here we're going to use for the hat. So we're going to take a little bit off the top here, like that. And then we're going to cut about 1 inch off the bottom. This is for the hat. Like that. And we'll set that aside. And then we'll need one of these top pieces for the arms. The other one we can use for another project. And we're going to take that and just cut it right down the middle. Like that for the arms. And then this piece here will be the body. So we just want to open that up. Grab your rubber band. We're using 4 rubber bands and a tie off, 1 ply jute. So we'll need this. And we'll need our polyester poly pellets, what I'm trying to say. So you just take your body and you put it over the pour spout here. Well, do that again. You just want to start pouring your poly pellets in there. After you get them in there like that, you want to take your hands down there and just push them down in there so they go off into the sides, because you want to put more pellets in there. So we're just going to keep pushing them down and putting more in there. We're going to do this so we don't have any room left. And then we take our rubber band and tie it off. Like that. And take our 1 ply jute and tie it. This is so if the rubber band ever fails, it'll be protected with this jute. Now I always look for where the line is from the toe of the sock. I put that in the front, like that. And I'll take one of my 1-inch wood balls and put the nose on. Right like that. The next thing you want to do is get your arms, the pieces for your arms, and let me clear off my table a little bit here, and take them and open them up like that, so the right side is facing you, and just glue right along the edge. And get that nice and straight on there so the cuffs are perfectly matched together. We'll do the other one. Pay attention to how the stripes are. Like in the first one that I made, there's going to be a little couple. And I'm going to try to get my hat, the stripes, to be just like it is in the boy gnome. The stripes in the arms, and you want them to match, the arms to match your stripes. You want to glue them on in a way that the stripes are going to match going across. So I'm going to let these set up and I'll be right back with you. The next thing you want to do is take your arms and cut about 1 inch off of them. Make sure you cut the same line across on both of them. Cut about 1 inch off at the ragged end, the raw edge. Let me make sure I've got it right here. So I'm going to cut right here so they're the same. And then we can turn them right side out. We're just going to fill them with some polyester fiber fill. Fasten them off. I'll take one of the rubber bands and wrap the end that's going to be glued to the body. Like that. And I'm going to fill this and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I've got them filled and I'll need to tie them off with the 1-ply jute. I'm just making sure my rubber band's in the right spot here, because you want the lines when you get them on there to be in the right place to go across. So we're going to take our 1-ply jute and secure the rubber bands. Now we're going to put the hands on. Got those right here. This is just an extra piece. We're going to just go ahead and put our glue, maybe the size of a dime. And put it in there like that. I'm going to open it up on the side there and put a little bit more glue in there. We haven't talked a while about my glue gun. This is a low temperature glue gun. It really helps out when you're doing stuff like this. If you use just a regular glue gun, it's really hot and burns your fingers a lot. This burns your fingers too, but it doesn't, it's not as horrible as a regular glue gun without any temperature settings. So this is made by Gorilla, and it's dual temperature. So you can put it on the low heat and not get burned quite so bad. Okay, so we got the hand in that one. They sell these Gorilla glue guns at Walmart. And plenty of other places, I'm sure, but I get mine at Walmart. They're like $7, $8. So we got those done. Got the glue off my hands. Now what we want to do is glue these arms on like that. I'm going to glue them on the back here. And we're going to put the seams down when we do it. So we're going to go ahead and put some glue on here. Put it to the back, on the back of the stub, right in the middle on the back. And just let that set up. And then we're going to do the other arm the same way. So I'll be right back with you. So the next thing we want to do is put on the ponytails. So you take the two 3-inch long by 1.5-inch wide pieces, and I'll glue them right in half. Glue them right in half like that. Get your little ponytails that way. I'll do this one. And then what you want to do is I glue the side that I glued out and the other part in. So this is where your seam is, but you can't see it because of all the fur. And how you want to glue it is just to go ahead and it's hard to put the glue on the fur. So if you put the glue in the spot where you want to put the ponytail and put it in place like that. The next thing I want to do is make the hat. We want to take our last piece, the piece I had you cut the top off, and turn it inside out and gather the end together, the end that we cut. Put your rubber band on it. And then tie it with your jute. And then you can turn it right side out like that. And we'll get the polyester fiber fill. What you don't want is you don't want it to look like a little mushroom on top of the head. You want it to be full out like that, the shape of it. So you want to make sure you have enough polyester fiber fill in the bottom part here that it's not going to collapse and make it look like a little mushroom on the top of the head. So I've got that filled up, and I'm going to glue it on her head, her nose, right like that. We'll just start it right there. I'm going to let that set up a little bit, and then I'm going to drop some glue on both sides and the inside, and the glue will come down and while you're holding it and set up. And then I'm going to do a spot on the back of the hat with glue, and then I'll be right back with you. Got the hat glued on, and we want to go ahead and glue on the little pom-pom. Put a little glue on the top here, like that, and just put the little pom-pom on there. I'll hold it for a minute. I took the hairspray and fluffed up her hair. Kind of a different look. Try to make them all a little bit different. Now what we want to do is, I think I might put, oh, I guess it's good. Is take the arms. The arms are glued in on all of them. So we want to take and put a little bit of glue underneath the arm here and glue that down. And we want to hold that down. None of them have their arms out like that. I did this to all of them. So I'll let that set up and I'll be right back with you. Now what we want to do is go ahead and put a little bow on her hat. I decided I didn't want to put bows in her ponytails because they turned out really good, and I want to leave them like that. So I am going to put a little bow on the hat with this paper ribbon that I get on Amazon. It's kind of fun to have all the different colors of these paper ribbons to use on anything. I use them all the time. I've had to reorder them probably twice. They send you a lot for $7.98. So it's something, a good thing to have. Get her bow just right on there. And then what I'll do is put a drop of glue behind the knot there so it stays in place. Just a drop. It's really important when you go to these craft shows, you don't want any glue showing. If glue's showing, it's not something that you should put out, in my opinion. So you just want to, she's finished. And you notice how the lines are all just right. They all go together just right on the head. It's just right. You have to pay attention really where you're cutting the sock to make sure they're going to go together just perfectly like that. So that's the video for today. I appreciate you coming and watching. If you like the video, make sure to like it. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe.